Warriors. Every great army has a code, a set of laws that guides them, strengthens them, and keeps them on the path of righteousness. As servants of the King of Kings, we too have been given a code. These are not just rules etched on stone. They are the very heartbeat of God's will for his people. They were given to Moses on Mount Sinai, but they resonate across the ages, calling us to live lives of honor, purity, and faithfulness. They are the 10 Commandments, a warrior's code for living in obedience to God. You shall have no other gods before me. A true warrior of God bows to no one but the Almighty. The world will tempt you with idols, power, wealth, fame, but do not be deceived. There is only one King who is worthy of your worship. Let your loyalty remain steadfast to him alone. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven, above or on the earth beneath. Do not let your heart be drawn to the false gods of this world. Idols may not always take the form of statues. They can be anything you place above God. Destroy anything that competes for his place in your life, and let him reign supreme. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. A warrior speaks with honor, especially about the name of the King. His name is holy, powerful, and deserving of reverence. Guard your tongue, and let every word you speak reflect the glory of the one you serve. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. Even warriors need rest. The Sabbath is not just a day of physical rest, but a time to realign your heart with God, to worship him, and to remember that the battle is his, not yours. Honor the Sabbath, and let it renew your strength. Honor your father and your mother. A warrior's strength is built on a foundation of respect. Honor your parents, for they are a reflection of God's authority in your life. To honor them is to honor the Lord who placed them in your care. You shall not murder. As warriors, we fight battles, but we are never called to take life in anger, hatred, or vengeance. God is the giver of life, and to take it unjustly is to rebel against him. Let your hands be instruments of justice, not destruction. You shall not commit adultery. Purity is the mark of a true warrior. Do not be swayed by lust or unfaithfulness, for it weakens your heart and dishonors your king. Guard your mind and body, and remain faithful to the covenant God has established in marriage. You shall not steal. A warrior takes nothing that is not theirs. Trust God to provide for your needs, and let your integrity shine. A thief's hands cannot wield a sword of righteousness. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. Truth is your weapon, and lies are the tools of the enemy. Speak the truth in all things, for a warrior's honor is tied to their word. Let your yes be yes, and your no be no. You shall not covet. The warrior who covets is never satisfied. Envy poisons the soul, and blinds you to the blessings God has already given. Be content in all things, and trust that your King will provide what is good for you. These commandments are not mere rules. They are the very heartbeat of a life lived in obedience to God. To follow them is to walk in the light, to stand firm against the darkness, and to honor the one who called you. Do not see them as burdens, but as a shield to protect you from the enemy's schemes. They are a code of honor, a banner of righteousness, and a guide to living a life worthy of the King. But remember this, warriors, none of us can keep this code perfectly. That is why our King, Jesus Christ, came. He fulfilled the law on our behalf, and through him we are forgiven when we fall short. Do not let your failures define you. Instead, let the grace of God empower you to rise, repent, and fight again. So take these commandments to heart, live them, honor them, and let them shape you into the warrior God has called you to be. For when you stand before the King, you will be known not by your strength, but by your faithfulness to his word.